it was times in the streets where it was fun. Certain things was fun. You know what I'm saying? Like going different parties, doing just different shit in the streets. And I feel like nowadays they took that away. You can't even go have fun, go to a party. It's getting shot up or this and that, or people on the internet and everybody hiding behind the internet, and everything is so internety now they don't want to lose. Cause like back in the day, everything was word of mouth, the hood. So you get beat up in the hood, they talk about it, ooh, they bring it up. But now if you get whooped on the internet, these kids so pissified and so scared, they got to take it to the extreme or take it somewhere that they don't need to go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But I ain't finna let you slide with no damn word like internety, right?
Internet.
Like, you just made that up. So this
did.
is a Maxo Kream moment. That's the cool thing about being a rapper. And if you say that long enough, people will start saying it. If you keep saying internety and watch other people start saying it.
Nah, for sure. I'm gonna have them clip this. This is gonna be a clip, the new word internet.
Internety.
That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? You gotta think see, my generation, I ain't gonna just act like we just all the way old law, even though we is, but it was half and half. Like I knew my partners because going outside, playing, like everything wasn't in the streets. Everything wasn't always the streets. You just a kid in the streets, like going playing knock or like, you know what I'm saying, going wrestling or playing football in the field, breaking each other arms, playing Little League. We actually met each other like that, so we knew how to like converse. You know what I'm saying? Or like I fought him yesterday, he hit me in the face, I hit him in the face, now we cool. Now it's like if like a dude meet a female on the internet, you know what I'm saying? They gonna see each other, they not conversating, they in their phones, sit on side of each other being awkward. Like you know what I'm saying? Like these don't know how to get no more. Like, you know what I'm saying? Certain little shit like that. So it just like, you know what I'm saying, bridging the gap. Not just really downing them, but letting them know how our time was, how their time was, and how shit gonna turn out in the end if you keep doing certain shit. And just how, like, you know what I'm saying, just bridging the gap. That's what this album was really mainly for. You know what I'm saying?
When do you think, can you pinpoint the moment where you started seeing that you had a responsibility, or at least feeling that you had a responsibility to tell both sides? Because oftentimes, when we as rappers, we talk about the streets, we only talk about one side, and it comes off like it's a glorification. Right. That other side is, there's consequences. So you can talk about the chopper in the trunk, but you're also going to tell them about the consequences of having that chopper in the trunk. So Can you pinpoint the moment? Was there an event in your life or something that happened where made you say, you know what, man, I got to start presenting the whole picture?
Right. I say probably when I was 11 years old and the feds kicked out the door and grabbed my daddy for the first time. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't really understand what's going on. I kind of knew what was going on because, like, we all sleep in the floor. We all in my mama and daddy room. I'm on this side on the floor, sleep. My little brother on this side. My two siblings in the bed with my parents. And we just heard a boom and run up the stairs. Get on the floor, woo, woo. You know what I'm saying? Can't grab my dad. My little sister ain't knocked over her crib, stuff like that. And, like, this is around the same time as September 11th. So me being so young, I'm thinking that it's Osama bin Laden coming to run a plane into our house or some shit like that. Yeah. But I'm not, like, you know what I'm saying, registering like, nah, they coming from my daddy. So then I had to start asking questions because my dad hid a lot of shit from us. You know what I'm saying? Like, why was this going on? Why was this going on? So then that was my first, experience. And then even before that, like when my dad got shot, you know what I'm saying, I had to be like in the third grade. I was going to Hicks Elementary off Beach Nut. I was in the third grade, and I used to always ask him, like, what happened to your hand? My daddy Nigerian, so he pushed education. He never pushed the streets on us. He'd be like, I broke my hand. Mind your business. Go read your book. You know what I'm saying? With just certain shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So me listening to my mom and them on the phone, three-way, when your mama and grandma and them, it's called grown folk business. I don't think kids understand how to start a grown folk business nowadays. Right. But back in the day, when grown folks talking, you would eavesdrop a little bit. So I started picking up a little bit. Like, okay, this was going on. This is why this is going on. And certain stuff like that. And then just like, get my ass to by my mama. You know what I'm saying? That showed me back in the day cause and effect, and like for everything you do, you know what I'm saying, it's repercussions.
And speaking of your mom being the disciplinary, so your dad was there the whole time you growing up?
Yeah.
Because and by the way, my condolences,
For sure,
to your
for sure.
father. I know that y'all was super tight.
Sure.
So if she was the one, typically it's the father who
Right.
is, the disciplinary, right?
Oh, nah, he did too.
But okay.
He did too, for sure.
But you specifically pointed out getting your ass whooped by your mama, not your daddy. Did your mama administer more ass whooping? So was it more brutal?
It wasn't that. It was like, you know what I'm saying, having that father figure, having that loud tone of voice, that real African stump down voice. Some of the stuff that we play with my mama, we didn't even play with around him. And like, it was a threat, like a good enough threat to be like, I'm gonna tell your daddy.
So how did you? What I'm trying to understand is that I know that you was beyond mischievous growing up that time. So how did you reconcile going out into the public and going to school and being a wrecking ball, and then having a daddy at home, a Nigerian daddy that that don't take no mess?
Right. A lot of it went through my mama, and sometimes she'll hold it down, not tell, but if it's too severe, then she gotta let my daddy know.